Hello, Pokemon trainers, Ranger Nation, and board game enthusiasts. Professor Chime here, and I have today, finally, a board game from Kickstarter has showed up. This is a year that I have been waiting on this, and I'm really excited to be able to share this with all of you because this is a lot of stuff. So, what it is the Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid board game that was on Kickstarter about July, if I recall, 2018. And I ended up doing the $250 tier, which is what they called the all-in tier. So I got one of everything, and I'm going to open up each individual item. It's going to be a long video, folks, because this is a lot of figures and a lot of detail and a lot of things to go through, and there's just no way for me to explain it in a simple intro, so without further ado, let's get it going. Let's start out with the base game. So, Power Rangers Heroes of the Grid, and the way it works is there's a lot of enemies. You have like a normal, like, big enemy kind of thing that is your major big bad, and then you have like basically you've got like Rita Repulsa, or you've got things like Rita Revolto or Pudgy Pig or whatever have you, and you end up getting foot soldiers. So many foot soldiers in this box. There's monster figures, monster enemy cards, then you'll get a boss figure, and the boss figure for the base game is, of course, Rita. And without going into too much detail, because this is a pretty detailed game, I'm really just going to show you the cards, the art, and the figurines for each of these sets, because there are so many. It's going to be a really big video, I can already tell. So, we're going to open up the base game, where you get the 5 main Rangers. You get Rita, I believe you get Pudgy Pig, you get Madame Woe, and some other stuff, and we're going to find out. So we have this open. This is a magazine that serves as the rule book. We're not going to go too much through this. It explains all about the morphing grid. It goes through all the different things. This is the winter catalog for Renegade Game Studios. They make some really good games. So things you can get for the game, which I got everything plus some. We got Angel Grove High, we got the Angel Grove Park, we got the Industrial District, Ernie's Juice Bar, power level coins. It shows the Mastodon, and it shows the Tyrannosaurus Rex to get you ready to do the final level, basically. They give you a handful of baggies, which is great for those that pulled out all those tokens. Alright, so this comes in levels. Alright, so first level is a ton of putties, and the double-headed and 3-armed putties that you would see in the show sometimes. Set this off to the side. Here's Kimberly. It's very detailed. This is a very, very big figure. So anyone that's used to like Dungeons and Dragons or any of those kind of minifigs are going to be in for a treat, because there's way more detail. We got Billy. We got the Blue Ranger here with his lance. Here's a Red Ranger with his sword here. Tyrannosaurus. Jason Lee Scott. There is some alternate cards that I'm going to be showing later that offers the alternate of making him Rocky instead, which is awesome. It also changes all the other Rangers to the Season 2 options. Here we go, Trini here, or Aisha, but it's Trini for this version here. Here we go. We have the Black Ranger, Zach, or Adam, for that matter. Also, Cat is the other Pink Ranger. We got Pudgy Pig. He is so detailed. He's hefty. Like, oh my god, this is actually heavy. This is a weight you wouldn't feel in a minifig normally. He's got a little bending on his knife here, but other than that, the quality and the detail isn't something you normally would see. So awesome. Here's Mistress Woe. As well as him. And trying to remember this baddie's name offhand. It'll be in the cards here in a minute. I may be a fan, but once in a blue moon, I forget a name. And of course, last but not least, we have Rita herself with her staff, Make Her Monsters Grow. She is a boss figurine, so very cool. So you get a deck here that gives you all the different rangers and cards. I'm going to keep the cards as pristine as possible, but I am going to open them. Because if I recall, the cards actually are individual cards for individual rangers. So you'll have a special, like, few cards for, like, Red Ranger. You have few cards for Pink, and so on and so on. Just a usual booster pack unboxing now. We got Blade Blaster, Mammoth Slam, Power Axe, Reckless Blow, Smooth Moves, Sweeping Strike. So that is the Black Ranger. You can tell by the black around it. This is the Blue Ranger, Blade Blaster, Counter Jab, Knowledge is Power because Billy is smart, Mighty Maces, Power Lance, Tactical Strike. We're on the Pink Ranger, Acrobatics, Arrow Shot, Blade Blaster, Flying Kick, Power Bow, Take Aim. We got Red, Blade Blaster, Block, Lead the Charge, Power Sword, Team Tactics, Tyranno Slash. Yellow has Blade Blaster, Twin Fang Teamwork, Power Daggers, Precise Strike, Sabertooth Strike, Tenacity, and then we have some Putty Patroller cards here. And I think that is what a lot of this is, but you also get a lot of cards as well for the monsters themselves. So you'll notice the art is really good. If you read the Power Rangers comic books, you would recognize that art style in a heartbeat. For the Boom Comics set of Power Rangers comics, it's the same artist that did them, and that's awesome because one of the expansions we did get is Shattered Grid. And anyone that knows Power Rangers right now knows about Shattered Grid. So we got way more putties. We got Super Putty Patrollers, Bones, Nasty Knight, that's his name, Nasty Knight, Madame Woe, Putty Pig, Rita Repulsa, and then that guy was just named Bones. We have Putty Patroller cards, Cannon Fodder, Leaping Attack, Flanking, Swarm Attack, Putty Pummel, Regrow, Engulf, which allows them to drain, Swarm Attack for Super Putty Patrollers. We got Chain Lightning for Rita, Cruel Laughter, Witch's Curse Shadow Binding, Wicked Hex, she is a witch. Madame Woe has Teleport, Deadly Claws, Braid Lash, Breath of Death, Nasty Slash for Nasty Knight, Lion Shield, Smash and Slash, Blade Beam. We got Pudgy with Butter Knife Cutter, Salad Fork Stab, Ravenous Hunger, he always eats, Eye Lasers for Bones, Skeleton Sword, Gravedigger Slash, and Regeneration. So, last thing in here are the Ranger cards and the dice. Let's see the dice here. One thing that is very cool, and I'm going to open this up here in a moment as well, is I have special dice. These are translucent, like you can kind of sort of see through them, but not really. They're like ice cubes almost. And they're designed to be that way in the game. I'm going to open up, while we're here, Ranger dice as well and put them in this box to go with it. So this is the giant size cards that make up the character cards. So if you choose a Ranger, you get a character card. You get Jason Lee Scott, Billy Cranston, Zach Taylor, Kimberly Ann Hart, Trini Kwan. These are your 5 main Rangers. You get Tyrannosaurus, Saber-toothed Tiger, Mastodon, Triceratops, Pterodactyl, and then finally you get the Dino Megazord, which we also have a giant figure of. Let's try to get this back in here. So, on top of the normal dice, we also got the Ranger dice set. It brings extra color to the battle with this set of 14 translucent dice. It includes 2 red dice, 2 black dice, 2 blue dice, 2 yellow dice, 2 pink dice, 2 green dice, and 2 white dice. And it gives you 2 greens because I have green and white Ranger that will be joining our ranks as well later on. You'll see that in this video. Looking here, it does look like I'm not going to be able to put those dice in here, so we're going to open these here in a moment. The next thing to open up is the Power Rangers Shattered Grid. That means check out the other videos and like and subscribe to this video. You know you want to.